Hello, everyone. Get ready to witness some of the most unbelievable workplace blunders ever caught on camera. It's a wild ride you won't want to miss. Let's go. The guy was loading his motorbike onto the truck bed using a ramp when suddenly the bike slipped off. Speeding along, he took a sharp turn and crashed into the curb, damaging the front of his car. A man on a bicycle with two legs resting on the handlebars suddenly lost his rear wheel. A woman on a unicycle lost balance while jumping onto a step and fell into a ditch. A regrettable incident. A man performing on a bicycle lifted the front end, but upon landing, he slipped and tumbled over. The vehicle was moving on the road, its cargo area fully loaded, but it seemed to skid as it traveled. The vehicle appeared to be testing its endurance against a stream of water, extremely dangerous when you recklessly drive through flowing water. A man wanted to ride a bicycle, but realized he didn't know how, and this is how he tried to learn. The guy threw a bowling ball and unfortunately broke the TV screen, resulting in a comically disastrous situation. After hearing an advertisement claiming that punching wouldn't damage the TV screen, he threw a punch and immediately shattered the screen. The truck got stuck in a tunnel, creating a situation that was both comically frustrating and halted its progress. A person riding through a green field tripped and fell, appearing both regrettable and painful. A truck got stuck and damaged an automatic car wash, looking both regrettable and laughable. A cyclist performing lost balance and fell, looking both dangerous and regrettable. Watching this situation, do you feel the performer might suffer serious injuries? A forklift was moving when suddenly a wheel came off, looking extremely dangerous and worrisome. A mechanic was working but fell asleep right on the engine. Resulting in a humorous and unfortunate sight. A truck moving on the highway had its tires smoking as it traveled, posing a danger. The container truck moved without seeing the person standing behind, trapping him between the truck and a car. The truck collided forcefully with a signpost, creating an unfortunate and surprising damage situation. A car flipped over after colliding with another vehicle on the road. A dangerous and frightening situation. The car was driving with a misaligned front wheel, a dangerous condition that could lead to an accident at any moment. A man was loading a vehicle onto a truck bed but lost his balance and fell. The vehicle plunged into a mud puddle, splashing mud everywhere, resulting in a messy and unfortunate scene. A severe car accident occurred when one vehicle flipped over and another crashed on top of it. A horrific and dangerous situation. A tow truck was moving along the road, dragging an overturned container, leading to danger and chaos. The vehicle was moving with a damaged wheel, creating sparks as it scraped against the road surface. A man pedaling a rickshaw with passengers suddenly flipped over, creating a perilous and unexpected situation on the street. Transporting goods unsafely with the back door open caused the cargo to fall onto the street. The car veered off course, climbed onto the roof of a red car, and smashed into a fence, leaving the passengers bewildered and anxious. The vehicle lost control, mounted the roof of a police car. The man tried to load his vehicle onto the truck using a ramp, but lost control and fell to the ground, resulting in a chaotic and unexpected scene. The vehicle sped, its tires sparking brightly against the road surface in the night. The off-road motorcyclist navigated a rugged stretch of road, lost balance, and fell off his bike. The truck tried to squeeze through a tunnel, but got stuck due to its large size. Transporting a car for repairs, but it got stuck halfway on the truck bed, half on the ground, creating a hilariously awkward scene. The car collided with a school bus, creating chaos and leaving people stunned by the incident. The cyclist jumped up but lost balance and fell. The motorcyclist unexpectedly hit a large hay bale and fell, a tense and hazardous moment on the road. Then, as he ascended a slope, he unexpectedly flew into the air, landed, and fell down. Oh no! As the vehicle turned, the cargo tilted, creating a perilous and dramatic moment. He drove over a steep obstacle, slipped back, then unexpectedly accelerated and fell to the ground. A truly regrettable sight. In a lush garden, the motorcyclist unexpectedly collided and, in a panic, veered into the bushes. A truly regrettable sight. At a rocky stream, the driver tried to ascend a slope but unexpectedly flipped over. A truly regrettable scene. A vehicle carrying a giant Christmas tree on its roof moved along the road. The vehicle struggled, damaging a chimney in the process, looking both regrettable and dangerous. During a performance, a car spun around, causing a gas cylinder inside to fly out and shatter the glass. Two forklifts lifted and descended, colliding and causing severe damage, looking both regrettable and hazardous. A woman was cleaning her car but ended up washing the inside as well. He is kite surfing when a strong gust of wind suddenly lifts him high into the air, creating an extremely dramatic and thrilling moment. A gust of wind blows a parasol into two girls walking on the beach, catching them off guard and creating a moment of surprise. The man drove his car into the sea, and the car sank half into the water, creating an unbelievable scene that showed daring adventure and humor. A large wave suddenly crashes onto the shore, hitting a boat hard and causing it to rock violently, creating a chaotic and dramatic scene. The girl's hair suddenly stands on end, and she looks surprised and a bit worried, leaving everyone in suspense about what will happen next. The groom playfully pushes the bride to the ground and smears cake on her face, creating a joyful and memorable wedding moment. A man attempts a flip on the beach, but unfortunately trips over a girl standing behind him.
On his horse.
A girl is happily sitting on a float when a strong wave hits, causing her to flip off the float and fall into the water.
Love you. Careful behind you. Honey, you okay? Are you okay? Go watch where you're going, honey. Love you.
A boy is saying goodbye to his mom, but while walking backward, he doesn't notice and falls down.
I love you.
While sitting on a boat in the open sea, a wave hits the boat forcefully, throwing the girl into the water in a dramatic and unexpected moment. A man gets his foot stuck in the mud and tries to pull it out, but loses his balance and falls, getting himself covered in mud. A man racing with 3 dogs suddenly has one dog dart in front and tangle with his legs, causing him to stumble and fall. Two men are trying to balance on a surfboard, but after stepping onto the shore, one of them causes the other to fall into the water. The couple wanted to film with the wave, but the wave was too high and crashed on them. A man wobbles and painfully falls onto the road while riding a balance scooter.
A man is doing a handstand on the beach, but suddenly loses balance and falls onto a lounge chair.
A man is surfing when a strong wind suddenly blows him onto the shore, and his surfboard gets blown far away. A parasol gets blown away by the wind while everyone around just stands and watches, with no one acting to catch it. A man is surfing, but when he sees a group of people standing in front of him, he loses his balance and tumbles into the water. A girl is engrossed in her phone, completely unaware of her surroundings, when she suddenly trips and tumbles into the sand. A man is rushing to avoid a strong wave, but he unexpectedly trips over an obstacle and falls, getting soaked in the process. A couple relaxing on a wooden swing by the beach loses balance, causing both of them to fall off. A beautiful bride is walking during her beach wedding. And as everyone starts tossing flowers in celebration, she loses her balance and falls. Two men are excitedly watching a kite soar into the sky when suddenly the kite loses control and crashes straight into their heads. A girl is surfing, creating a beautiful scene, but a large wave suddenly crashes over her, ruining the perfect moment. A girl is sandboarding down a dune, but she unexpectedly trips and tumbles, taking a hard fall into the sand. A strong wind sweeps away the chair, causing severe damage while everyone watches in astonishment and helplessness. A man performs a flip, causing his wig to fly off and reveal his bald head, creating a funny and surprising moment. A sudden wave crashes onto the shore, soaking a girl who is walking, creating a funny moment. The man was doing a somersault on the trapeze bar, but he failed, causing him to fall into the sand in surprise. A guy frantically searches for his phone everywhere, not realizing it's hilariously sitting on his back. A girl wants to surf under the bright sun, but she suddenly loses her balance and dramatically falls into the water. A man is joyfully swinging when a dog suddenly bites his leg, causing him to panic and step off the swing. A guy is twirling a rope on the beach, but suddenly the rope snaps back and hits the cameraman. Someone is running and releases a girl to fly with a paraglider, but it tilts and she falls, causing everyone around to panic. Guy is sandboarding down a slope, but suddenly loses balance and tumbles to the ground, sending sand flying everywhere. During a beach volleyball game after a spike, the ball flies straight into the face of a guy standing behind, knocking him down into the sand. A guy is relaxing on a boat with a drink in his hand when his chair suddenly slips, causing him to fall backward. Angrily, he throws the chair into the water. Two people hurriedly climb up a cliff in a panic as they spot a killer whale, creating a scene of unexpected chaos. A car tries to pull a runaway bus that's headed towards the sea, creating a tense and dangerous situation. After performing a stunt, the driver falls and lands poorly on the sand, resulting in a hard tumble. A woman practicing yoga is suddenly drenched by a wave, creating a hilarious moment. The man was surfing but suddenly tripped over a fish, causing him to fall into the water, creating a moment full of surprise and humor. A man running to sandboard loses his balance and falls, unfortunately.
A girl tries to balance on a surfboard but suddenly loses her footing and falls into the water.
A group of people are playing a game of water balloon throwing. After the man's throw, the girl couldn't block it and fell backwards. A man is flying a kite on the beach, but the wind is so strong that it lifts him off the ground, creating a surprising and humorous scene. The girl skateboarded down the sand slope, suddenly tripped and fell into the water. A moment full of surprise and humor.
A guy confidently jumps onto his surfboard, but it unexpectedly slips away, causing him to fall hard on the sand. A guy walking on slippery rocks takes an unsteady step and painfully falls, hitting his bottom on the rocks.
A guy is confidently surfing when another guy suddenly comes from behind and pushes him into the sea. What a surprise! A guy attempts a flip but fails, landing hard on his back on the sand and then falling into the sea. A fall can't get any more painful. While eagerly preparing for a BBQ, the bottom of the charcoal grill suddenly broke, scattering hot coals everywhere. He just opened the refrigerator and all the contents inside spilled out, leaving him in shock. Want more epic fails? Subscribe and hit the bell. Thanks for watching and have an awesome day.